We return to the upside down.
Hello and welcome back to Cine-Mess, Embracing Bad Cinema. I'm Jess,
I'm India.
and today, as you've seen, we're returning to the Upside Down. Stranger Things season 5 is finally coming out.
Finally,
It's been so
eventually.
long.
Yeah, it's been ages. What, like 3 years? 4 years?
Oh, longer for sure. Oh,
No, when
since
was...
last season or
Yeah, since the
since
last season. Not
yeah,
since they started. Gosh, that would have been
yeah.
2016.
Well, last season they had writer's strike, they had COVID,
Yeah.
and all of that happened. I believe the season 4 came out in 2022.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Or was it
And they
2021?
2021 or 2022?
I don't know.
2022.
Okay.
Um,
I'm trusting you.
yeah, please don't fact check me. I would hate that.
I
Um,
checked you right now.
but it's crazy. I feel like, well, for one thing, what I keep seeing online is people saying it's taking so long to finish this series that now the child cast are like getting married and having kids.
Oh, yeah, yeah, because Millie Bobby Brown got married. She's just
Yeah,
announced she's pregnant, right?
they adopted a child.
Oh, they adopted a child. Cool, 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 cool.
Yeah, which is crazy for like one of your like huge gigs as a child star is this show.
Mm.
And now the final season is coming out and you've gotten married, you have a kid, you have your own like beauty brand, wellness brand and everything as well. Like that's such an insane timeline, isn't it?
Yeah, that is crazy. Because I saw a post the other day. I don't know if you we were not on TikTok at the moment, but I saw like a bunch of TikTok videos of like people saying like it was clips of the cast in season 1, and they're saying this is what they should look like in season 5. This is
Hmm.
what they look like when they were,
Oh, I have seen
have you
those.
seen that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
it's
where
like,
they'll put in like a picture of Will Ferrell or something and instead of one of the like the boys or like they'll put
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
a existing older
yeah.
actor in as one of the kids.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like this is what they will look or should look like. Yeah.
Hmm.
But the
It's like, do you remember the the Ginny and Georgia TV show where they had the next season the younger brother and they've just put the same round glasses on him,
yeah,
but he's clearly like not the same age. Like
is
that's
clearly
kind
a
of what it
lot
feels
older.
like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
But
I've seen clips of that.
I guess speaking of like the cast getting older as well, what we're here to talk about today is the 5 minute initial release
Teaser?
of season 5 and
Yeah.
what I've seen a lot of people talking about aside from like the fact that oh we've got the first 5 minutes of the last season, actually sorry, 4 minutes and 54 seconds
Oh my
on YouTube,
God.
is that they're having Yon Will again but they completely like CGI'd it,
Yes. They
and I've seen some discussion about that.
Do you know how they did that?
Like normal CG, I think they filmed it with correct me if I'm wrong but I would guess they probably just filmed it with Will, the actor now, and then just CGI'd it and used existing footage from like the other seasons. Because some of
Uh-huh.
that would have been some of that they probably could have just CG'd from existing footage. Like the bit where they're dragging him to see Vecna?
Hmm.
They probably had some of that filmed from like season 2.
Okay, because I saw a post about some they were talking about, the first 4 minutes 52 seconds. And
54.
54 seconds. I'm so sorry, I was too actually
There's a lot of
um
content in those 2 seconds actually.
I'm so sorry. And what they did is apparently they used a younger kid who looked like
Oh.
Will. He
And then
looked
reshaped
similar
it.
to Noah Schnapp, and then yeah, and then they got the kid to act, and then they basically did that
Yeah,
face,
that makes more sense in my theory.
like the face swap kind of thing, the CGI,
Yeah,
like
like what they did in Star Wars.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know the character from Star Wars, but I know what you're on about.
Yeah,
Um,
it's one of the generals.
oh, they do it
Um
for Luke Skywalker as well
yeah,
in
they do.
Mandalorian.
And I
Although
remember
that
that being a
wasn't good.
controversy because they had specifically cast someone who looked like him and
Yeah.
then they used CG to change his face.
Mm.
Um which I get why they did CG it in the case of this TV show because I feel like compared to a franchise like Star Wars where I think you're able to be more forgiving about recasting or casting a younger version of a character, I think for a TV show like Stranger Things, it's expected that it's all self-contained
Yeah.
and that you would have that filmed. I think there's
Yeah.
also the assumption that with not as common with TV shows these days, but that you would have it all planned out from season one, the whole arc. And I'm sure there was some plan, but I think you'd agree there's a lot that wasn't planned when they initially wrote
I
season
I
one.
I agree. I do think that when they initially filmed season one, that they didn't think it would go any further in terms of TV. I think like in terms of that show, I feel like they thought it weren't gonna do well or it weren't gonna pick up it, weren't gonna get as big as fan base as it has now. And then I'm thinking maybe there are other routes to expand the universe would be via TV shows, via animated shows and like games and that, but not so much live action. Because I feel like a
Mm.
project with that, just like the budget, it requires a big budget. It
I
needs a big
especially
CGI budget. It needs so much money in the props and
CG budget. It's expensive to shoot with a child
wardrobe.
cast.
Exactly. And like schooling for them as well. Like it's gonna take them
Hmm.
double the amount of time.
More days to film. They can't just book out like an entire let's say 16-hour shoot day or anything like that. Like, which
Exactly.
is good that they can't do that because they
Yeah,
are
yeah,
children.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
but
Can't make
there's
them
and
work every hour of the day.
exactly. And especially because the child cast is sort of the main cast of the show. I know we do have other plots where we follow Hopper and Joyce as well, especially in the first season, but the children are the focus, and so that does dictate a lot of the filming time.
Mm,
And I'm sure there's a lot more hazard checks and it becomes more expensive.
yeah. See, I
And I'm
saw.
not saying that's a bad thing, but it is the reality of the show.
Yeah, I saw a comment on it was a TikTok edit because all I keep getting Will and Mike edits at the moment. It's just my For You page flooded with them. And some of them are actually pretty good. There's some really talented editors out there. One of the comments said, "Why didn't they just film that first 4 minutes 54 seconds?" You happy with me, Jess? Why
Mm.
didn't they just film that for opening segment in season one, while they were filming
Well,
season one, while the kids were young. But I read that and I was like, but they wouldn't have envisioned the show would get this far. I think
exactly.
with
And
a budget
actually,
that big, you might think, oh, it's got to be successful because it's got such a big budget. No, so many shows that aren't successful have bigger budgets. And
I
it's
think,
mainly like the CG and
yeah, I think also with a show like this, I think what's important to remember, aside from the fact of planning versus not planning a show ahead of time, I think it is good to have a show that you allow it to be flexible in response to what gets produced season by season and by fan response. For example, Steve's character is a massive one that I think completely changed the course of the
yeah,
seasons. Fans loved him so much that after season one, they wrote him up into a bigger character
yeah, it's
because
yeah,
he became such a likable character because of, how Joe Keery played him, that he was supposed to be kind of, he's the dick boyfriend who doesn't really, care for Nancy and but he really kind of shows this like pure heart inside. I think through Joe Keery's acting and interpretation of the character. And now he's basically one of the main staples.
yeah,
And completely without that, we wouldn't have Dustin's whole storyline with Joe about learning, about the hair magic and, the side plot. We wouldn't have a lot of season three where we get other characters brought in too based off of that, right? Where we have the squad in the mall. Like that would not happen
yeah,
without the character of Steve, which got developed after season one. And there's no way to say that they would have planned that season three without season one. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah. No,
So
I
I
get
think
that.
it's so clear, just looking at the character of Steve,
Mm,
that was only really written more for after finishing season one and seeing the response from critics and fans.
yeah.
That's why season three is able to exist, which
Mm.
I think is one of the fan favorite seasons. I think you could say season three.
Yeah.
Is that a hot take?
No, I think see, I was always a season two lover.
Mm,
I feel like I was a bit let down by season three, but then again, maybe I need to go back and rewatch it. I am thinking, should I rewatch all the seasons before season five comes out?
yeah. Because I will
I'm
say,
debating on that.
I like season two. I like season three as well. I think I prefer it to season four
Okay.
for sure. I think the energy is
Mm.
lighter, which is obviously that's gonna happen because season 4 has to be the
Yeah.
penultimate, cliffhanger. I think I just like Robin and Steve and their dynamic.
Yeah.
I think we got some really funny scenes from that, and I
I
think
mean,
there's some really good character development for Dustin in that season.
yeah, I mean like well I love Dustin, one of my favorites. Steve's my favorite. Um but because you were saying it's okay, one thing I maybe I say I disagree, but maybe
Hmm.
maybe I interpreted this wrong. However, you say it's just Joe Keery that kind of like he was so good at acting that his character became likable.
Yeah,
It's the
not
writing as
just
well.
that. It
I
is
was
the
gonna
writing
say
too.
it's
Shout
the
out to the writing team. But
sorry,
I
my
think
orange croc just went in frame there.
I think a better way to phrase it would be the writing team was able to recognize what Joe Keery could bring to the character
There we
once
go.
he was cast, and then from the original script towards shooting and then the later seasons were able to use what they knew of Joe's acting ability
Hmm.
and what he brought to Steve to then sort of, I guess, inform their writing or to help um, think of more scenarios for him in the later seasons. Was
Yeah.
that would that be a better way to frame
Yeah,
it? Because
I one thing I always feel like Steve was going to end up being the good guy anyway. Like even
mm,
if the show didn't carry on after season one,
yeah,
I
because in
do
season
feel
one
like
itself, he
Steve
does have that arc.
still yeah, he has that arc, but it's not huge, it's there. And you blink, you'd miss it. I think there's like a few
Hmm.
scenes where you do see the good come out in him and obviously season two, season three, definitely. And yeah, but his character, God, he's it's like imagine writing a character that's
Yeah.
so good that people go from loving him to no, go from hating him to loving him.
Hmm.
Like I don't
I
know,
feel like
when I
also.
watched the show, I didn't like him at first, but then
Yeah,
I grew to
which
love
is funny because then what they do immediately after that in the later seasons, they bring in an even bigger bully dude to
him.
be like, hey, he wasn't, Steve's not that bad. We
Yeah,
actually just misinterpreted Steve. This is what a real bad dude looks like. And
yeah,
it's even he bullies Steve too. Like, which I think it's such a funny progression, I guess, of the show.
yeah,
They're like,
yeah,
hey, we got a new bully in town.
yeah.
And I know, it's interesting as well with a show like this. There's actually such a large core cast
Mm,
with relatively, which they've all been relatively unscathed up until this season.
yeah.
Like as of going into season 5, basically all our main guys are fine. Like a couple like random characters, like Bob got killed. Sorry, Bob
I love
fans, but
Bob.
I like Bob, but you know what I mean? None of the originals got killed.
Yeah.
Like a couple villains here and there. But
Mhm.
that means another thing I've been seeing online is the kill ranking quizzes people have been doing of who's most likely to get killed or sacrifice themselves
Can I
from
place
the
my bets?
characters.
Can we place
Oh
our
yeah,
bets?
place bet. Let's place our
Okay,
bets.
go on.
So
What
like
do you
let's say what I've been seeing is like the S tier to like F tier rankings where like
I know under Brock.
basically most likely to get killed slash sacrifice versus
Cool.
like they're gonna survive.
Oh, okay, easy peasy. Cool.
So like for me at the bottom, Joyce. Like Joyce is making it out.
Yeah, but Hopper's dying.
But I
Hopper's
feel like
dying.
Hopper's dying, but he already kind of had his dying moment.
No,
And
no,
then he
no.
got sent to Russia.
He's surviving to then find out he's like terminally ill or something. Like
Oh, he's
he's
gonna have
gonna
like
have the
cancer
doc
from the under.
from yeah, 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 yeah. And
Oh,
Joyce
that's
will
a good
be because
one.
they'll go off, they'll live their life for like a year or two, and then they'll he'll
He'll
die
have
from that.
cancer
Yeah.
from the upside down.
Because I bet you the finale will do like a cut in time, like jump, like, fast
Yeah.
forward 3 years down the line. Um, 11 will survive. She isn't dying.
Hmm.
Elle's gonna be fine. Um,
I think if
mhm,
she survives,
yeah,
the relationship isn't. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yes. She survives, but she doesn't talk to the others. She goes off. She has to like live her life elsewhere.
Or
She
something.
doesn't talk to Mike anymore. Yeah.
Because I feel like she and Mike, if both she and Mike survive, I don't think they continue dating. I mean, they
Yeah.
already had a breakup, kind of, but I feel like it's not gonna. And I'm sorry, what's the ship name for Will and Mike?
I can't remember.
Will Mike Truthers also, I'm sorry, but
It's not
that's also not
happening.
happening.
Not happening. Sorry, guys.
It's gonna be yearning only and fan edits on TikTok that I see a month later.
Dustin survives. Steve
Mm-hmm.
dies sacrificing himself to save
Yeah.
Dustin. Will dies. It started with Will, it ends with Will.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's going. I'm sorry, fight me on that, but I
It's
want
gonna be
Will
like
to
the
die.
only way to finally shut it is
Yeah,
Will dies.
yeah,
And I think, yeah, I think especially because like the 5 minutes that got released showed that he was actually kind of holding his own in the Upside Down.
yeah. He was
So I
doing
think, and
well.
yeah, there's this whole narrative I think he's had, especially the fourth season, where he's like, I'm not like a wimpy kid. Like
Hmm,
I can stand up for myself. And I think he's gonna have a thing where like I have to do this or whatever.
yeah.
Um, I think unfortunately though, I think Steve is dying.
Oh, of course he is. Um,
He's too like I can't see him allowing someone else to sacrifice
exactly.
themselves for him.
Robin's gonna die.
Roman's gonna die because she's gonna stay back with Steve and be like, I can't let you
Yeah,
do this alone. If she does survive, in the epilogue, they're gonna show her like going off to college or something.
yeah.
She's gonna like
Mike,
move to New York.
Mike's sister, she's done for. She's dead. She's dying.
Is she the one that everyone says in the trailer is like falling?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, like, people are saying it's her, but I don't think it is. But do you remember in the first episode when Will goes missing and she's
Mm-hmm.
in the house with her mother and she goes over to Will's room because they've gone round, right, to check up on Joyce. She goes into Will's room and the lights are flickering, but only she can
Oh,
connect. Like she sees that. She's seen all of this, yet Vecna didn't go for
is
her.
this the one who's like a who goes from like kind of a baby to an older kid?
No, that is Lucas's sister.
Oh yeah, Erica.
She's
There's no
dying.
America without Erica. I love Erica so much.
Yes, Erica,
She
yeah.
really came through in season four.
Yeah, I loved her. So good. So,
Lucas, I
oh,
think he makes it.
I think he makes it. Max dies.
Yeah, because Max is like actively in the ICU, right? When the season ends.
Right, but the Max doesn't have her own poster. Sadie Sink
Oh,
doesn't
does
have
she
her
not?
own poster, I don't think. I noticed it.
I
I was like,
mean,
hmm,
does it take
she's kind of
place
died.
immediately after season four, or is there a time skip? Because in season four, when it ends, the town gets split open, right? A bunch of people die, and the one Sadie Sink's character, she isn't dead, but she's in the ICU and she's like blinded, right?
Yeah. I think it
So
takes place straight after because there's a clip with Lucas, with
she
Max
doesn't, yeah.
holding her in the lift, trying to play like running up that hill.
Yeah, which means Max probably doesn't have enough time to recover all the broken bones to, go off with the rest of them, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I imagine,
I imagine
yeah,
if it takes place so quickly after, these kids are gonna look so much older. Well, not so much older, but they're gonna look a
mm,
bit older.
it'll be the
Like
trauma of
enough.
what they've just seen.
Yeah,
It's
okay, yeah,
aged them
yeah, yeah.
rapidly in like an
They've
hour.
aged. They've aged in a couple of hours, yeah.
I mean,
Who
we've
else
gone
haven't
through
we
the,
mentioned?
oh, I guess we gotta go to the older siblings as well, the older ones.
Yeah,
Like Nancy, is Nancy making it out?
Nancy's making out, yeah. She'll survive.
She's got a Glock. She's ready. Like,
She's ready, yeah. She's gonna survive. Jonathan?
I
I
feel like
don't
you
think so.
can't, I feel like you can't, because also I would feel so bad for Joyce if they killed both Jonathan and Will. And I feel like Will's definitely dying.
Oh
So
no,
will they also kill Jonathan?
yeah, they'll kill Jonathan. He'll be like a meaningless death. He'll just I called it right.
Mm,
I bet in every single episode someone's gonna die. Someone will die, like
ooh.
one of the main cast. Like it's gonna be, I think every single episode someone's gonna be dying or they are on the verge of death and they die in the next one. Like it will be like it will cut. Like because they're
Mm.
only releasing like a couple of episodes or like half the season or whatever, and then
Yeah, it's November 26th for the first half.
right.
Second half, or December 20th?
Yeah, and then what, New Year's
New Year's
film.
final,
New Year's or
Christmas
Christmas Eve?
final.
Christmas, okay.
Let me look at it up because people
I
are
think
gonna
it's
fact
Christmas
check
Eve
us.
because I've seen a lot of TikTok saying you know, Duffer Brothers are going to have everyone bawling their eyes out on Christmas Eve,
Hmm.
which is absolutely criminal. Why release it like that?
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
I get why, but
Yeah. Stranger Things release date. Let me look it up. November 26th, which is 4 episodes.
okay.
3 episodes on Christmas, and the finale is New Year's Eve.
Ah, okay. Well, they're ruining my Christmas and New Year's. Wonderful.
Because I guess this is another interesting thing to talk about is what do you think about this release schedule?
I I'm somewhat against them just not dropping like the whole show on one day, all in one go.
Hmm.
Bish bash bosh, then you wait a year for the next one, right? But I guess as it's a final season and we know they're not coming back with this show, that is, I kind of do quite like the sporadic kind of
Hmm.
release date they've got. Um,
Yeah.
I'm assuming Netflix aren't going to
I
have some big releases in end of November, beginning
No,
of
they
December
would have booked it
anyway.
out.
No,
The only other thing is Knives Out at Christmas, but
it's a film
that's
festival.
been planned for, and I think it's not another TV show.
No.
Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
I think you're meant to watch Knives Out while you once you finish the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things
Hmm.
season 5, and
To
then
make you
you
feel
see
better?
Knives Out with the family. You know what I mean? Because there's an ending, there's a conclusion. I will say I do like. I mean, they've done this before. Like season 4, it was volume 1, volume 2, right?
Yes.
And what I think was smart about that is the time in between allows time for everyone to catch up. I think it was a month apart,
Hmm.
but it also allows for a lot of online discourse to happen and predictions and theories, which
Hmm.
is really good marketing for the show.
Yeah, that's a good
R-
point.
Really good marketing. And I mean, we've seen it in like the last couple of like I guess the last year or so of shows, right? We've seen it with like Severance, for example, with the weekly releases, how it
Hmm.
allows time for people to process the show.
Yeah.
And I think just from a creative aspect, let's say, I think especially with Netflix shows, people tend to binge watch when it's all available. And I think by pacing it out like this, especially with this is going to be such a content heavy season. I think it's going to give time for people to process the show and kind of prepare for the next chunk.
Yeah, no,
And
I
also
get that.
incredibly good marketing. There's going to be so many theories
Hmm.
and, plans and outrage. Like, you just kill a character, now we have to wait until Christmas to see the
Yeah.
next thing.
I mean, what I do think releasing the first 4 minutes, 54 seconds was
Hmm.
great marketing as well. It's getting everyone hyped up for it. It's kind of getting everyone hyped up again because there were so many
Yeah.
trailers and it's been a while. And I mean, it's not anyone's fault, really. We've had
Hmm.
external factors to the show, lots of productions were put, sort of were paused and put on hold during lockdown anyway, and then during the strikes and everything. So, I mean, I see a lot of anger, especially on TikTok or people and like Instagram, of people being like, why release it now? Just leave the show. You should have released it like a few years ago, and we shouldn't have had to wait so long. But
Yeah,
it's
I
such
think.
like it has such a huge following, and like my nan watches. I think yeah, my nan's seen Stranger Things. I've seen Stranger
Hmm.
Things. My dad's seen Stranger Things. My sister's seen it. I think even my mum's seen it. My mum loves it, and
Yeah.
they all love very different genres and different shows. But this is the one show that they all sort of come together and watch.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think that's also another reason for the holiday season release. Because
Mm,
when is American Thanksgiving this year? Because I know it's
I have
usually
no
end of
idea.
November.
I have no idea.
But also the winter holidays, right? I think this has kind of been a family show for a lot of people.
Hmm.
I think just because of how long people have been watching it. Like I remember my dad got us to watch the first season together, and when we all didn't know what the show was, right?
Yeah,
And
we
it
didn't
was
have
a creepy
desperate.
show. We'd turn off the lights, and I think as people have grown, like the audience has grown up, the show has also kind of grown up. Like the season
Yeah,
4 was way more violent or like
exactly.
visibly grotesque compared to the other seasons.
I also feel
And
like, sorry.
just another bit as well. Do you think a lot of the outrage about season 5, let's say, taking so long, is because
Yeah.
the fans, the fandom kind of exploded during season 4? Because I feel like there was a lot of, I don't want to say casual fans, but a lot of people who like watched the show and liked it. And then I think in season 4, when that was coming out, there was like a fandom that emerged.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It became huge after season 4. Like, I mean, that's
Yeah,
when I
massive.
started.
I mean, the Comic Cons that year, it was
Yeah, it was
crazy.
insane.
I went to the London the Film and Television Comic Con in I want to say July
Mm,
in 2022.
yeah,
And they had and it was a smaller, it's not like MCM levels, right? So it was still kind of a small con because it was also paired with like the literary convention. So like
yeah.
Jacqueline Wilson was like headlining that. But
Oh,
so to
okay.
give you an idea, it wasn't like a big huge like massive stadium, but it was, a busy convention in the summer. And they had multiple guests from Stranger Things there, and the queues for the autograph signing and pictures massive. I went to Tokyo Comic Con.
Yeah,
I want to say, what year was that? I was still wearing a mask. So it was maybe 2022 still, that November afterwards, right? So when I went to the London one, it was still either the second half of the season had just came out or it was finishing. I can't remember.
yeah.
When I went to the November convention, it was everything had come out. And even in the Tokyo convention, crazy crowds. Because what's his name? The actor who plays Eddie Munson.
Dacre Montgomery, right? No, that
Oh,
played
no,
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 he
no, no,
played
no.
Billy. No, Eddie Munson. Oh my
I
God.
should know his name because I've seen him so much
Isn't
since.
he in
He's in the Beatles.
he's in Gladiator, the new one, right?
Yeah, which is why it's annoying me. I can't remember his name because I've seen those films. What is his name? I'm gonna get ripped apart
Oh
by
my
the fan
gosh.
base.
I'm gonna get ripped apart. I just got
Joseph Quinn.
Joseph Quinn, that's it, yeah.
Yeah. He his career basically like blew up
Yeah.
because of season 4, right? And the fans there. The lines to see him at Tokyo Comic Con, crazy. And like
I
some of the
imagine.
other actors as well, right?
Yeah.
And at the London convention, there were so many cosplayers for Stranger Things. And I think Stranger Things has always been a kind of a costume cosplay what's the word, friendly show. Like season 1, you've got the iconic Elle look where she's got the pink dress and the blonde wig.
Yeah.
Big Party City sold that. There's also, the Joyce one where you get the cardboard and you paint it with the lights.
Yeah.
And then in season 4 is when you can have the Hellfire
The
t-shirts.
Hellfire Club. Yeah. Oh, I
Season
remember.
3, I guess, the little sailor hats.
Yeah. Chips Ahoy. Yeah. That was
So
sick.
it's interesting just like how I feel like it's really I guess season 3 you could say as well. Season 3
Mm.
leading to season 4 is when the fandom like exploded.
Yeah. No, that's big when it became insane. Like everyone had seen the show at that point.
Yeah.
Or it
And I
got
feel like
or like, those that would have been a bit too young when season 1 came out were then old enough
mm,
to watch the show. Because I know that one of like the selling points of the show was it was set in the 80s. And that
hmm
so everyone who sort of grew up in the 80s, it was nostalgic for them. So my dad,
yeah.
I think my dad only watched it because he heard people saying it's amazing because it reminds me of my childhood. And then you've got that horror element and the Dungeons and Dragons, like it's sick.
Yeah.
Like
It
having
really
it mix
brings in a lot.
D&D. Yeah, yeah. And then
hmm
I think also because it also brought in like the D&D sort of fan base as well. Um,
hmm
again, like old fans, new fans. And there's just
hmm
so many factors in that go into this show that have brought so many people together. Like Stranger Things is
Yeah.
genuinely one of those shows where like I'm gonna have to show my kids Stranger Things. In the future, 20 years
hmm
down the line, they'll get to experience it for the first time,
I
like
guess
I
sort
did
of
in lockdown.
I guess sort of because we're saying this now before the season 5 comes out,
Mm,
without knowing what's going to happen, really.
yeah.
What do you think the fan response is going to be to season 5, and what do you think the critic response is going to be?
Fan response is gonna be really good, I think. We're gonna have people being like, oh, you shouldn't have killed this person off and that person off. Well, of course, we're gonna have that. But I think on the whole, fans are gonna love this season. Critics, on the other hand, I think are probably going to pan this season. They're not going to like it.
Hmm.
And it won't be so much like the pacing or like the actual production value to the show and the writing. It'll be about the marketing, I think, and more like it's taken so long. I
Ah.
feel like that's probably why it might get Yeah, I feel like it is going to get panned by the critics, but for
Yeah, I
other
feel like
external factors, not for the acting or anything. Probably because the kids have gotten older, which is something you can't avoid
hmm
though. Like people were saying that they're like for the first 4 minutes 54 seconds, what do you like? A lot of people on TikTok were saying why TikTok isn't just my main source of information, by the way, but it has been for the last day, like the last 48 hours, I would say probably. All I've been getting are Stranger Things prediction videos, and I've
Because we're like a
been
week
doom
and a half
scrolling
out.
far. Yeah, yeah, it has been out for a
Like
while.
as of filming, like today's the 12th of November. It's coming
Mm,
out on the 26th, so
yeah.
it's coming soon. Yeah, it's about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's about so I've seen a lot of people saying why not just use Noah Schnapp for the opening sequence? And like you said,
Well, then you have to
they
shrink
could
him.
have. Yeah, yeah. But then also someone was like, yeah, but what were they gonna do? They can't de-age him. Like, and then the way you proposed they could have made the sequence.
hmm
I feel practically that would have just been a bit too complicated,
Yeah, it
maybe.
also would have
I don't
looked
know. I don't
weird.
work
I
in
think
CGI.
they also how do I put this? These people are paid to do this.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
know what they're doing. Like this, they probably debated, do we just have Noah Schnapp film the scene and then we make him look younger? And then they also had the idea of having a younger actor and then putting the face over. And they probably had a couple other ideas as well about how to do it. And this
I
is the
mean,
one they settled on that was the best.
yeah, I mean also like the height would come into it as well. Because
Yeah,
he's
because
huddled on the ground in the beginning and they'd have to shoot. It would be so hard, I think.
even
Like
what's his name? Dante Montgomery, that's his name, right? Who's
Dacre Montgomery.
yeah, like him, there's a bit of him in season 4, but he's not coming back. And the actor who plays Vecna,
Mm. He's
there
from Twilight, isn't he? Like he
is
played like one
he?
character in Twilight. Yeah, something like
Does he
that.
play Jasper or something? I need
I
to
don't
look this
know.
up.
I don't
But
know.
even that the actor for Vecna is quite tall anyway, and they do have him on in with the prosthetics and everything. But it would still kind of be awkward trying to figure out filming angles with him and Noah Schnapp because Noah Schnapp is quite tall, is he, or is he not?
I think he is quite tall.
At least compared to what an 8-year-old,
Yeah.
10-year-old version of him is supposed to be, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
There's gonna be a major height difference.
so I think they probably settled it. Jamie Campbell Bower. Jamie Campbell. Oh yes, him.
I've never seen
He's been in
Twilight, but I know he's
loads.
in it.
Who was he in Twilight? Oh, he was in Breaking Dawn, so he was the squad that show up from the Volturi. I'm
Uh,
pretty sure. Have you not? Did you just say you've never seen Twilight?
no, I've never seen Twilight.
You're missing
I'm
out.
so
Oh my
sorry.
God.
Am I really?
Look,
Hey, I
I
watched Wolf
missed it.
Blood. That was my Twilight.
Look, I missed it because I was away in Devon. But the Gulbenkian, which is the arts and like cinema center in Canterbury, they did a marathon showing of all the Twilight movies in one day.
Oh,
And I think that is just so fun. This okay. This is going completely off track from the
okay.
Stranger Things talk, but my opinion, we're gonna have to do an episode about this. My opinion is that the first Twilight movie is the funniest movie ever. Well, one of the
What
funniest
ever
movies.
made?
It not ever made, but it's just such a fun watch.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
it's like unintentionally funny. Like it's
Okay. I get that.
I mean, look, it is an adaptation of a YA novel, right? Like at the end of the day, it's gonna be a little goofy.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think it's fun. I'm not gonna say any more about it
Well,
because
I
I
will check
want
it
to see
out.
your reaction to it.
Yeah, I'll see it. I mean, I've been watching some random films and shows like this past week. Today, actually, I watched Goodnight Mr. Tom again. I love
Ooh,
Goodnight Mr. Tom. And then watched Skins earlier. I'm on season 2 now.
nice.
We should cover Skins at some point. I feel like it's a
Mm.
really good show. It's the ending to season 1. I'd completely erased it from my memory apart from one part, which
See,
if you've ever seen Skins, you know what part I would have remembered and what part I forgot. You like it's the switch up is crazy and then it just ends. And the fact that they knew it
yeah.
may or may not come back for a second season is just diabolical kind of if you see
See,
the end.
I've never seen a full episode of Skins. I've only seen clips.
You definitely know of Effie, right?
Oh, I know Effie. Her famous
Yeah.
monologues, like I've seen those.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone wanted to be Effie when I was younger. Like everyone was like, I want to be like Effie. She's crazy girl. You don't want to
Hmm.
be like Effie. But season one, I forget Effie doesn't talk that much. She's very, very quiet. And
Mm.
I feel like they maybe didn't want to pay the actress like more money than
Uh,
than like the main cast or those that are regarded as the main cast at that point. But yeah, so we've been watching Skins. Um, we actually watched. Oh my gosh. I watched All Quiet on the Western Front, but the latest version of it, the 2022 remake,
oh,
which was. Have you seen it?
I haven't, no.
Oh, don't. Well, do, but like.
It's good but sad, I'm guessing.
Prepare. Well, yeah, it's a war film, but like prepare
Hmm.
yourself, man. Because I wanted some time to myself, and I was like, I'm gonna watch. I there was quite a few films I wanted to watch, and I was like, I haven't seen the new version of All Quiet on the Western Front. It came out 2022, so 3 years is gone. And still haven't got around to watching it. I'll give it a go. I watched it last night, and I had to quietly try not to sob in my room because I went into it going, oh, I know it's gonna be sad, but like it's okay. Like it's I'll admire the cinematography and like the film form because I feel like you kind of have to admire those elements when you're watching a
Yeah.
war film because it's not gonna be happy. It's gonna be sad and it's gonna absolutely tear you apart. But anyway, I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd, obviously.
Hmm.
It may or may not go in my Letterboxd top four. Which is,
Oh,
I
big
know,
choice
which is a
that.
big change for me because I don't like changing my top four on Letterboxd. I'm really against it. But I feel like I've become too basic now. Although
Mm.
if anyone's seen Speed Racer, I will immediately love you because no one's ever seen that film that I know of has never seen that film. I say it's in my letterbox, like I say, oh yeah, Speed Racer's in my Letterboxd top four, and people are like, oh, you mean the anime? The anime, the show?
Uh,
The anime show? No. I
mhm.
mean the film. I mean the film that was a big flop, but it's actually really, really, really good. You know, the
Well,
acting questionable, but it's good.
I guess sort of speaking about like films we've seen recently, I feel like I often feel like a fake film student because I haven't seen a lot of like big kind of critically acclaimed or
Yeah.
culturally acclaimed ones. Like
No,
I've
I
never
feel the
seen Pulp
same.
Fiction,
Yeah, no,
right?
I've never seen Pulp Fiction,
Stuff
and
like that.
we have a film podcast. We should see Pulp Fiction.
Exactly.
We need to see it.
But what reminded me about this is for one of my lectures the other day, I had to watch Fargo, which I say because I see it in the poster in your background. I saw it for the first time on
What did you
Tuesday.
think? What did you
I
think?
liked it. I didn't know what to expect because had no idea what it was about at all.
Okay. Okay.
Like I had heard the name and I know there's a TV
Yes, there
series,
is.
but I actually thought it was from the name I would think it's a sci-fi because
Okay.
Fargo sounds like a sci-fi name,
Fargo.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah. The planet
So I'd
Fargo.
never seen any trailers, I had never seen any clips, I had never seen anything from Fargo, which I'm shocked I've not seen a clip or anything.
Okay. Because I'm thinking of one, and I'm like, how have you not? Okay.
I've
Okay.
just generally never seen anything from this film.
That's kind of
I
good to
really
know.
enjoyed it. It was really funny. I think also I've never been to Minnesota, but the accent really like it has a small place in my heart now.
Yeah.
I just really enjoyed it. I think it's probably 'cause cold weather Minnesota kind of reminds me of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of the small talk and stuff, I'm like, it
Yeah.
reminds me of when I was a kid in Canada and you have like the snow and the snow plows and having to go out and de-ice your car
Mm.
before you can get going anywhere. Like the scene where he's like really furiously trying to scrape
Yeah.
the ice off and it's
Yeah.
not working. It was just stuff like that and some of the accent stuff. I was like, yeah, that's fun. I think it's also, I love when people do, okay, I love a good murder mystery film, which I know this isn't a murder mystery, but it's kind of
It kind of is
along
in a way, though.
and and the mystery is what is the kill count gonna be
Mm.
because it just keeps going up.
Yeah.
But I just really enjoy that genre. But I really enjoy when you set a film in this genre in a unique setting.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this was such a unique choice. And just it's all about incompetent dudes who are
Yeah.
just not as smart as they think they are.
It's so good. How many stars did you give it on Letterboxd? Or have you not rated
Uh,
it yet?
I think I give it 4.5 or something like that.
Okay. I'll allow
Along
that.
those lines.
I'll allow that.
I didn't give it a full 5 star because I rarely give a 5 star.
I rarely give a 5 star. I think I might have given it 5 stars because it is
Mhm.
on my wall next to Tornado.
Yeah.
So for a
See,
poster
I
to
think
keep
I
it
need to
on my
watch it.
wall, it's a good film.
Yeah, I think I need to watch it again and then kind of evaluate how, because sometimes when you watch it for the first time, you're kind of enjoying the story. I feel like to evaluate films properly, I feel like I need to watch it twice to kind of then be like, how is it actually in terms of the craft, how is it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. To properly like I feel like you got to enjoy it the first watch and then critique it on the second watch. Does that make
Hmm.
sense? I feel
Yeah,
like
that makes
yeah, yeah,
sense.
yeah. I do that a lot. I think I need to do that with The Surfer. Do you remember we watched The Surfer
Yes, Nick
at the
Cage.
Phoenix? I need to rewatch that, but this time critique it and not be confused.
Especially, it was such a fever dream of a watch, which I guess is what the
Yeah.
film is about. But
uh, that's its intention. But
yeah,
it becomes too much of a fever dream that I don't know if it is a fever. I don't know what's
yeah, this is the thing.
happening.
I feel like I can't remember if it was actually good or not. Like,
No, I remember watching it and I remember leaving this. I remember going with you to the cinema. I remember walking out going, "What?" And then we Googled something. We found out
yeah, we had to
the
Google
story
answers for
weren't what
something.
we thought. And then I just
Yeah.
never thought of it again until this moment. So I don't even think I
Hmm.
reviewed it on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I guess
Like
that's the
it's
thing
still
as
in my
well
watch list.
is the difference between enjoying something and
Critiquing it.
thinking critically that it's good. I guess bringing it back to Stranger Things, right? I feel like I know I will enjoy watching the next season.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people will, but I think the question that I'm seeing a lot online right now from fans and from casual enjoyers is, okay, we will enjoy seeing it, but will it be good? Like,
Yeah.
will there be a payoff? I think especially because what is this long wait, I guess, when you think of between season 1 and now, and also between season 4 and now, will the wait be worth it? Is the question. And what do you think the answer is?
I don't but like I think the wait is going to be worth it in terms of entertainment, like you said. Definitely. But like critics, I mean, I just feel like at the end of a show, and I don't know if you think the same, but at the end of a show, when the show's been running for so long, so for example, like Casualty, they're talking about Casualty coming to an end. And if it does, I think the show's going to go all out. And the Stranger Things will do a similar thing. It's going to go all out.
They're going all out because they know it's the
It's
last
going to
one.
be so, so entertaining. And the narrative will be absolutely just driven so much that it's going to be like an insane ride. But
And very character driven, I imagine.
yeah, yeah, extremely character driven. But the sort of when it comes to film form, it's going to start to sort of slack a
Mm,
little bit. I mean, with Casualty, it's a soap, so it's different. But I do see with a lot of shows that are long running, the quality starts to fall off slowly. It declines
yeah.
because as they gain more viewers, you always see that pattern. Well, maybe not always, but like with The Walking Dead, with but
Hmm.
then The Walking Dead did spin-offs, also did Grey's Anatomy. Um, and again, Stranger Things is doing a spin-off. It's doing the animated
Yeah.
show. I can't
Is it
remember
a
what it's called.
spin-off or is it a remake?
No, it's a spin-off. And it's gonna be about what happened between season 2 and season 3 with the main cast.
Mm,
So will everyone else. Now it would have been cooler to say, what about present day Hawkins? What is happening in
yeah.
Hawkins right now? I want to know what's happening in Hawkins.
Because that's interesting, because I think especially with shows like this, for example, you mentioned The Walking Dead,
Yeah,
where they expand beyond the original seasons of the
exactly.
show,
Yeah.
the contained universe, and you go further.
Mm.
Like you said, this animated show. And also, you were telling me about they have a stage show as well.
Yeah, so they have a stage show. I can't remember what it's called now. Um, but it's all about the Creole family. And if you,
Okay.
obviously, I
Who
mean, I'm
is
gonna,
becomes Vecna.
who becomes Vecna? Yeah. So if you haven't seen um season 4, but I'm assuming you obviously have if you're listening to this.
Hmm.
Creole family is a huge, huge, huge.
The
They
first
play a huge
shadow.
part. Yeah, the first shadow. That's it. They play a huge part in season 4. However, the first Shadow, the stage show, it delves into how the Upside Down became the Upside Down. It delves into
Yeah.
how Vecna became Vecna. It delves into how all this mysterious sort of happenings were going on in Hawkins, how they emerged, how it relates to Joyce when she was a kid. So like Joyce and Hopper when they were younger, stuff was still going on in Hawkins, but it weren't Hawkins weren't at breaking point yet. It's
Mm-hmm.
not until
So,
the Upside Down emerges and they get Will or Vecna gets
gotcha.
Will.
So, I guess my question is,
Yeah.
as someone who hasn't seen the show,
Mm.
is this along the lines of extra lore, or is this stage show important to understand season 5? Is my question. Because
Hmm.
that's kind of what I'm wondering if there's going to be, is it just going to be kind of more Easter egg style? Like if you've
Right,
watched the
yeah.
stage show, you'll have a bit of extra knowledge, or
Mm.
is there going to be an important information about the Creel family that
Extremely important information is your answer.
what?
Because it's yeah, so
But if I
you
haven't
need to
seen the
know
stage show, how am I
if
going to understand it for season 5?
exactly. If you haven't seen the stage show, then how do the Duffer Brothers expect you to have the knowledge? But I feel like there is so much
Because, for
online about the
example,
first
the
shadow that
stage
you
show
can
right
find out.
now, I guess,
Yeah.
but I feel like,
It's a lot of effort. You shouldn't have to. Watching the show, you shouldn't have to go off and find
especially because it's
lore.
only in London, right?
Yes, I think so. But you shouldn't have to, like,
Which
fans shouldn't have to go off and find lore that then fill in gaps in the narrative, but like fill major gaps in the narrative.
I feel like also from the perspective of Netflix, let's say,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want people to go and pirate the stage show in order to understand the TV
Yes,
series
exactly.
if I could make money somehow
Yeah.
from it. So I'm kind of surprised they haven't come up with like,
A stage,
I don't know, a
yeah,
film,
a
a stage
recording of it.
recording.
Yeah. Um, I don't even think that a stage recording would be something they'd consider in the
It
future.
wouldn't be popular because
It,
I feel like fans of Stranger Things who aren't into theater would still probably go to see the stage show
yeah.
because it's along the lines of like a live experience. You know, like when you have Halloween Horror Nights and things like
Mm,
that, or you know, when Thorpe Park has their interactive exhibits. I think it's a bit more like that
mm,
versus I don't see a bunch of fans of a TV show who've never seen theater
mm.
all going now. Does that make sense?
Just all of them going out to see it. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, and
And also
also
the
it's only in
price.
London. What about the American fan? Yeah, the price as well.
Yeah.
The price of
Um,
getting to London.
well, there might be books that go into the law, but again, that's more, it's stuff you have to
Should you
pay
have to
for. It's
buy a
additional
book?
costs. But you don't need additional costs to fill in major plot points in a show that you're already watching on VOD. You're paying
Because,
for a streaming
yeah, you're
service.
paying for Netflix. Because
Yeah.
also, it's Netflix's biggest property at the moment, I
Mhm.
think I could say, right?
Look, when you think of
And
Netflix, you think Stranger Things. That's their
yeah,
biggest show.
I think it's one of the things that Stranger Things has really kind of maintained the success of Netflix for a long time. And also, as the joke is, it is very rare for Netflix these days to actually fully complete a series.
Yeah.
Like Stranger Things is getting finished.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's getting a final season and we know it's the final season and they are finishing the
It's
story.
getting a conclusion. It's also getting extra additions to the world. It's
Mm-hmm.
expanding
Because
through
you said so
this
there's the
animated
stage
show,
show, there's the animated show they're gonna make.
which
I think but
the game,
there's a board game.
yeah, there's a board game, I think.
There's D&D style packs
Yeah,
as well. Um the whole kids on bikes kind of archetype for D&D games kind of
right, yeah,
emerged. Well, it existed before, but I got refined by the Stranger Things
yeah.
story. Like, there's so much. The merch alone. Oh my God. Do you remember the Primark range for that Hellfire TV shirt, t-shirt?
Girl, I was one of the people that I made my dad drive me to Milton Keynes to go
Oh
and
no.
get that because I told him I had some work, some it was a major project that gave me my whole grade for my 2 years of college. Before come I needed that grade to come to uni, right? To come here. And I told my dad, I can't do the work. I shan't do it until you drive me to Milton Keynes and I
So
get
you
that
blackmailed
primer.
him.
Kind of. I was also like in tears over my work, and I was like, I need my Hellfire Club t-shirt. They came out today. And we were watching Stranger Things. And I remember we got back, finished off one of the episodes with my I had the shirt on and I was there quickly rushing my work. I managed to get the highest grade I could. So it all worked out in the end.
Nice.
And
The shirt did it.
I don't have the t-shirt anymore, but oh, I
It
got
was in the
the
spirit of Eddie.
jacket as well. I got the jacket too,
Oh,
and the socks. I was all like, I had so much Stranger Things merch. It was
did
insane.
you kind of related to the merch, I guess, and the fandom? Were you one of those people who had the Eddie Munson songs that were edited? You know the lady who did the piano thing was like Eddie, baby, that one. I can't sing, but
What?
like, do you know?
No.
Or the Chrissy Wake Up thing that dude made, where it was remixed to a
Okay,
song.
well, I didn't go that far.
That was everywhere. I could not escape
I still
those
can't.
two songs.
Someone's remixed it again, and now it's going
Of
around. I'm like,
course.
oh, I can accept it this time. It's okay. It'll be the last hurrah, you know?
Mm. I guess speaking of last hurrahs, and we were talking about our kill count
Yeah.
earlier, just to kind of wrap this up, do you think there are any characters who will come back for this season? For example, Eddie or Barb? Because I've been seeing a lot of Barb theories.
Barb, because she was what, the first victim, right?
One
I,
of the
the
first.
first, yeah, one of the first victims. However, there's something about Barb that's always stuck with me. She's always been mentioned. She's sort of
Mm.
there kind of
The haunting
spiritually.
narrative.
Yeah, it's like there's this mystery to Barb that, like, I know so much about the character. Yeah, I don't. It's like we know loads,
Mhm.
but we don't because she was killed off in the first episode, right? It was the first episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, basically. Like
Um,
she's basically there while Nancy's off hooking up with Steve
yeah,
and
yeah. But I've been seeing the actor at was it the red carpet events?
yeah.
And I'm like, she comes back. I obviously we're gonna see her dead body for sure. I bet Vecna's storing these dead, like storing every victim's body. So we'll see Eddie,
Mhm.
we'll see Billy, we'll see Barb, but it'll just be their dead bodies. Maybe they turn into Demogorgon.
Yeah. Oh, that would be interesting. Like that's how he
Maybe
makes the Demogorgons.
they're
And
coming.
like
Can you hear the?
no.
Can you hear the police siren?
No.
Oh, okay,
I feel like I'm hallucinating now trying to hear it.
it's gone. It's
But
gone.
yeah, I guess also I saw in like the YouTube comments section of the first 5 minutes, you
Mm.
know, how Will like jumps and he gets stuck on the tree with his backpack.
Yeah,
And then he falls, but the backpack stays on the branch. And there's like a shot of the backpack there. And people were saying, like, is that going to come back? The fact that that's been there the whole time. Does that make
yeah,
sense? Which has
yeah.
been a
Okay,
couple, in terms of the canon, it's been a couple years since he got stuck there.
yeah.
But people are like, oh, what if Barb survived with the items in his backpack? Now, I don't think that's true. Because that
No,
would be crazy work.
that would be insane.
However, if Will could be surviving shooting those Demogorgons, who's to say that Barb,
Didn't
if she,
survive.
okay, look, she's friends with Nancy, and we know Nancy
Nancy's a
stays
badass.
strapped.
Yeah,
You know, she's got that gun on her. So
yeah,
Barb might have some of those tendencies too. We don't know.
maybe. That was never addressed. We just have to wait and see. You know,
Hmm.
we come back and Bob's the first character we see in the first
And she's
episode
just like
after that 5 minute segment. Yes, there was a gun. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we didn't even touch on the
Barb's
Creel.
Vecna. She's been Vecna
Oh,
all along.
forget about the Creel family. It's got nothing to do
Yeah.
with that. Oh yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
Barb
It's just Bob.
it's Barb trying to get revenge on Nancy for her abandoning her.
Right. So it Barb's caused all of this. Even when
Yeah.
it was Barb's family that caused it when Joyce and Hopper were younger and
Mm.
they were
She'll
high
be the
school.
Creel's like cousin or something. Like it'll
Yeah.
be her mother's cousin's
Yeah.
wife is
Of
like,
course.
yeah,
That's our theory. I don't think we're
that's
gonna
our
be wrong.
theory.
I can
Yeah.
see it happening. Duffer Brothers rewrite season 5 right now. Scrap
Yeah,
everything.
no.
Film it. You've got
Delete
two
it off
weeks.
of Netflix.
You've got two
Get
weeks
everyone
to
back in the studio.
go. We'll
Barb,
ADR all of it. Just me and Jeff.
yeah, we'll do it for you. Yeah. So it's like they're like, "Oh my God." Like, "Will, they're my mic's here." They're like, "Will,
Real?
is that Vecna? And there's a shadow
Rhea?
emerging, with all the vines and the things.
Barb
And
with it,
and here
yeah.
comes Barb, and she's floating out with the tendrils, and she's like, I am Vecna. Like, what's the, in
And then it
Morbius?
just cuts to it will cut to the Cine-Mess edit. It will be like the Cine-Mess
Yeah.
director's cut.
Yeah,
That's who we
it'll
are.
just be all of us. Yeah, Cinema's director's
Yeah.
cut. Come on,
Yeah.
get in contact with us, Duffer Brothers.
Yeah.
We'll make it good. We'll
And
make a good season 5.
when we have our second year anniversary for the pod, we'll get Marvel to
Is
let
it
us
third year anniversary now? Oh no,
third
second year
second
is
year.
this spring.
It is second year. We will get Marvel to let us do a director's cut of Madam Web for our first
Yeah.
episode we did.
Oh,
Webbies
I
and
miss my Madam
Betsy.
Web poster. I have so much real estate in my new place now, and I can feel
Yeah.
her. You have my poster still. She's
It's right there.
trapped.
Right there. I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Madam Web, it scares me. I can't even see. It's in a tube, but it's like her presence.
It emanates.
Anyway,
Well,
anyway.
speaking of that, that was our Stranger Things season 5 theory. Let us know what you think is going to happen in season 5, and we'll come back after the season has come out and we'll reevaluate.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll be back before then with other episodes, so please stay
Yeah.
around.
So please keep
Please.
watching.
Please.
Please.
Please. I'll have like my camera and it'll be better quality,
Mhm.
I promise.
But for now, this has been Cinemas Embracing Bad Cinema. I'm Jess,
I'm India.
and
And
we'll see you in the Upside Down.
yeah, goodbye. Read the
Thank you for watching the latest episode of Cine-Mess.
We hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to go and follow us on our socials, our Instagram is,
At Cine-Mess Podcast.
our TikTok is.
At Cine-Mess Podcast.
Do we have any other social media?
At the moment, no, we don't. Maybe we'll hop on Blue Sky or something.
Maybe. And we'll have a website at some point.
At some point.
At some point.
But
If
anyway,
you don't follow us on any of those platforms,
you're a
go
loser.
do it. Yeah.
Follow us.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You've watched all the way to the end. You're still watching right now to this very second, and you haven't followed us at all anywhere else?
Okay,
That's boring.
slightly threatening. I'm very
Okay,
sorry.
I won't be threatening. Please be nice and follow us on our socials for updates on episodes and to send us recommendations of different films to cover.
Yeah,
We do lots of fun stuff.
we do. And we cover a lot of different weird films. So
Yeah, and we have.
don't be scared to send in an odd weird film.
Yeah, don't be scared.
We will maybe
Please
review
don't be
it.
scared.
No, please don't. Well, maybe after this you might be scared.
Okay, but also we have content on TikTok, for example, that is exclusive to TikTok. So check us out over there. We do some great things. We do a lot of There was a brief period where we did a lot of audio impressions.
Oh, yes.
Anyway, we'll leave it there because this is a very long outro now.
All right. Bye.
Bye.